Today is day one. Here early in the morning. I think that every week I'm gonna start off on Sundays by doing my physique updates, getting pictures, getting progress videos and pictures done. So out here, got a couple lights set up and just going through some poses and then we'll go back through the poses. We'll go back through the videos, see how we progress. And every Sunday before I go to church, I'll probably run through the poses, run through a little physique update, get my pictures and stuff. Weighed in this morning, 187.8. That's my starting weight for this bulk. I was hoping to start around 190. I've eaten a lot in the past week to get my weight up a little bit. If you've been following, you know that my weight was down because I got sick, so I had to get that up a little bit this past week. So about 188 starting weight. I really don't know what I'm going to get down to, but this is day one. So for training, I'm not really doing anything different than usual. I'm pretty much in the gym every day, but I'll kind of listen to my body and take a rest day whenever I feel like I need one. For the most part, 6 to 7 days a week in the gym. My workouts are generally about an hour to an hour and a half long. My split is a 4-day split: legs, chest and triceps, back and biceps, and shoulders. I'll usually throw in abs on my shoulder days at the end of my workout. But over the course of this next 12 weeks on this cut, I'll probably throw in abs with a little more frequency to really bring them out as I get leaner. But my workouts always start with one of my big heavy compound movements. So on legs, it's usually squats. On chest and triceps, that's usually some kind of bench. On back and biceps, that's usually deadlifts. And on shoulders, it's usually overhead press. So I'll start with that, one of those exercises, do that for about 4 to 5 sets of 3 to 6 reps, kind of staying in the strength rep range, working on maintaining my strength on those exercises in particular over this next 12 weeks as my body weight goes down, but really focusing on trying to keep the weight up on those exercises as my body weight goes down and I get leaner. Then I'll move on to a couple more compound exercises, sets of 6 to 8 reps or maybe 8 to 10 reps, and then I'll finish off the workout with a couple isolation movements, the 10 to 12 or 12 to 15 rep range. But I'd say a workout for me is usually 6 to 8 exercises, but it really varies on the day. I like to switch things up. I like to throw in supersets and drop sets and negatives and just like vary intensity and frequency and volume and all that kind of stuff. I just like changing it up and really having fun in the gym, really working myself hard, really keeping my intensity up and switching things up because A, for promoting growth, but B, for having fun in the gym. Because if you're just going in the gym and doing the same thing every day and your workouts are always like super monotonous and you're not really enjoying what you're doing, you're really not going to have as much success if you go in there and you have fun with your workouts and you switch things up and you really enjoy what you're doing in the gym. So I always like to switch things up, really do what's going to challenge me but that I feel comfortable doing, and I have fun doing what I'm doing in the gym, and I see great results from doing that. So I really encourage people to switch things up, do things that they enjoy doing, but to have fun in the gym. That's really where you're going to see the most progress. Nutrition-wise, I follow flexible dieting. So if you don't know what that is, basically you get a fixed number of protein, fat, and carbs to eat in a given day, and you pretty much just fill out those numbers however possible. So for me, that's probably about 95% clean, healthy foods, and then the rest I'll just throw in something a little sweeter, something that's not as healthy, if I have enough fat or carbs to fill out and end the day. So how I break down my macros is protein is my body weight times 1.3, my fat is my body weight times 1/3, and my carbs is pretty much whatever's left. You kind of have to figure out what that number is for you. How many calories is kind of your maintenance calories. For me, starting out this cut, my carbs are up around 500. That's just where I start, where I can start cutting down from. And you're probably thinking, like, you're dieting and you're on 500 grams of carbs, and then my protein's like 240 something grams. That's kind of a lot of food. That doesn't really seem like a diet. The point of this is, if you're in your first week and you already feel like you're dieting, it's going to be really hard 12 weeks. So the first week, you should really not even feel like you're dieting. Your calories should be high enough where you're starting to lose a little bit of weight, but that you're not feeling like you're dieting, you're not feeling like you're restricting yourself. So your calories should still be pretty high so that you can slowly go down, because the higher you start, the higher you can end. So if you start lower on your calories, you'll have to end really low on your calories. So that's basically what I'm doing for nutrition. But this first week, I'm really not doing any kind of cardio. The fact that I'm transitioning from a bulking amount of calories to a cutting amount of calories creates enough of a difference in my body that I'll lose weight without having to add the deficit that cardio provides. So over the next 12 weeks, I'll add in more cardio as the weeks progress. So by the 12th week, I'll pretty much be doing cardio every day. But for now, I really don't need any cardio, and I'm really just doing this for the purpose of this video. And we're back where we started. So, as you guys can probably tell, week one's a pretty basic week. It's kind of just a cleanup week, try to figure out what you're doing, establish a routine, and really just to get started. So, at this point, I don't even really feel like I'm dieting. My calories are still really high, and I haven't done any cardio yet. So, because of that, this video is pretty basic. It's kind of just me going over my starting point and what I'm doing moving forward. So, moving forward, these videos will get a little more entertaining. I'll show you guys a little more of my day-to-day, a little more personality, and we'll switch things up, and it'll be cool. But I love your guys' feedback. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, what you liked about this video. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't to watch the rest of this 12-week series. And I'll see you guys in the next one.